So I just wanted to say I almost lost myself this past month, and it's been kind of hard. So I've done a lot of soul searching, and I've been really trying to find myself, I guess. But really, what I've been doing is what feels like the closing out of a 9 year cycle. So maybe you can relate. In the last few years, really in most of my life, and I'm 26, I have struggled so hard with mental health and feeling worthy and lovable and enough. And I remember just how dark those deepest depths were because I felt like I was just right back at it again this past month. I felt so deep and dark and down within the deepest depths of my soul that I didn't even realize that I was relearning how to completely incorporate my nervous system so that as I move forward, I can do this again and again, no matter what life faces me with. 111, I will always have it together. I was stuck in a fog, and I knew a lot of it had to do with hormones and hormone changes in my body. I had an Explanon implant that caused a huge bit of my depression, and the mental fog was just very confusing to navigate. And honestly, I was struggling. I was struggling so bad. I'm still not fully back to where I want to be, but I'm releasing everything that didn't serve me so far in my life. And it's been like this big grand wrap up of let's just wrap it all up so we can move forward. Honestly, it's been hard to get back to doing content and to recording and posting because for a minute I completely lost myself. I didn't know which way was up or down, left or right, forward or backward. Like I was lost in the void. But I've realized that spirit, the universe, God, if you've been here long enough, you know that none of that matters. You can call it what you like and just apply what works for you. I was being cleansed by the universe so that I could receive. I needed to be empty so that I can fully receive whatever it is that's coming. And that was such a hard thing for me because the void, the nothingness, wasn't nothingness as much as it was a space available to receive. And it just felt so dark and dim and dull. But I made it, and you can too. So if you're struggling right now and you feel like you don't know which way is up or down and you're just so confused and everything's just really hard, be kind to yourself. Be generous with yourself. Drink some water, sleep as much as you need. Decide that it's okay to be a couch potato even though you're like, I don't want to do that. I have things to do. Just give yourself the freedom and the love that you need right now. It's not easy to step into a new timeline, so be gentle with yourself. What you have to realize is you have been piece by piece learning and creating 333 who you truly are and who you're stepping into in this next chapter. But really, you're stepping into the highest version of you fully this time. And that's not something you've ever done. You've done it piece by piece, learning who you are and who you aren't. But now you're just going to be. And that's okay. Another way it was described to me that I feel was like a beautiful mirrored back to me was maybe you feel like you're waiting for 411 for the next big thing to pop up. But you're in this waiting period. Think of it like you're on your way up to the penthouse. And you're in the elevator 420 and you're just going up and up and up and up and up in this elevator and it gets anxious because you're like, I got quite a few many floors to travel upward, 432. But you're gonna get there. You are gonna get there. You are just waiting for the doors to open. It's a beautiful thing. And I don't think that we take enough love to ourselves because I feel like we struggle a lot with the fact that we should be of a high frequency, but we're not realizing 454 and 456 that we are of the frequency we need to be at that moment. And we can't be mean to ourselves simply because we aren't vibrating at happiness and peace and love it all the time. That's just not realistic. There has to be duality. And you're going through that right now, and it's a struggle. And I just want you to know like, you're safe. You're allowed to feel this way. To everybody wondering, I will be getting back to posting more. I just want to feel more in my body before I do so. I want to feel more safe in my nervous system, which is something I've really been struggling with because I know that there's a lot of disconnect that I've had to fight through and reconnect certain pieces, remove certain things so that I can continue to fully connect with the divine. And it's been difficult. Like there was times where I thought that I was just out here vibing alone, and we're never alone. But it reminds me that sometimes it's preparation. And I had to prepare for this next step to know that I would never truly lose myself no matter what. And the preparation Something I've heard before is, and I don't like the word test, but I prefer the word preparation, but the student always feels like it's too silent on the teacher's end whenever they're being tested, or something to that effect. I feel like that's something that we're all kind of struggling with right now. Like we're being prepared and we don't realize that like this deep dark moment is going to guide us where we need to go. This is already getting to be a long message and I just wanted to make like a under 3 minute update. So I love you guys. Thank you for being here. But I think this is going to be more of a message of just explaining where I've been versus like an update of when I'm coming back. Because I really planned on this being my, hey, I'm going to be coming back message. But no, this was a channel that I was not expecting. Life has been heavy though. Life has been hard. Not just for me, for a lot of people in this collective. So, collective, if you're struggling right now, just understand you're exactly where you're meant to be. Like, it's not easy sitting with yourself in the pain, in the silence, in the fear, in the doubt, in the anger, in the trauma. For some people, it's not easy, but we have to acknowledge these things so that we can release them and move forward. We have to remember that we are all here with our own divine path and purpose. This is divinely orchestrated, whether you believe in your own free will or not. Like there are things that are meant to be taught and be worked through in this lifetime. There are soul contracts that need to be released, and you have released them all. You are fully releasing this cycle of soul contracts so that you can step into your highest timeline. And I know that that sounds scary, and I know that sounds like a lot, but you have to fully step into the being that you've created as you, of who you are. Like, we've been talking for a while about, like, really just loving ourselves. Like, that's a completely different version of you versus the person that was the version of you 5, 10, maybe 15 years ago for some of you. And, like, that is something to acknowledge, but also you need to acknowledge that once you come to the end of a cycle, you must fully release which is no longer serving you so that you can step into your highest being. 919. So you're stepping into your highest being right now. You're stepping into who you're meant to be. It feels scary, it feels uncertain, but you know that that is just the ego talking at this point because you have this deep inner knowing at this point. Like this deep inner knowing of just everything's working out for your highest good. You're calling in what you are wanting to call in, whether that's your dream life, your dream job, your dream connections, depending on how you see that or how it's being taken. Soul tribe. You're calling in everything that you need and more. And I need you to dream bigger. I need you to dream brighter. I need you to have more belief in yourself, more peace within your being, knowing that it's all working out. I don't think you're dreaming big enough in this moment and being kind enough to yourself or being creative enough with yourself. I think that you're really just struggling through things right now. And you need to realize, like, it's okay to not always meditate. Like, you might not have the energy to meditate. Maybe you only have the energy to meditate for 5 minutes versus 30. That's fine. Maybe you would rather color in your coloring book instead of doing a shadow work question because that's just too exhausting. You are an alchemist and you can transmute energy. So there is zero reason why you need to be feeling like you've got to do things in this cookie cutter way. We've already moved past that. You need to release it. Like, I've been sitting there and using my creativity for transmutation purposes. So like if I want to sit down and color a picture, like say I have my coloring book, I'm going to sit down and be like, okay, the more that I color this in, the more that this is being transmuted from this to that, and I'm moving forward into a higher frequency. Once this coloring page is completed, like it's been transmuted, it's done. 1122 and 1123. I have been doing a lot of inner work too. Like I had to completely find myself, and I feel like some of you might feel like you're coming back to yourself again in that same way, where like you thought that all was lost and you completely lost who you were, but you didn't. It was only a momentarily 1144. It was only a momentary moment where you just like couldn't find yourself again. And that's okay. Like rest. I'm gonna rest. I've been doing a lot to rest lately, and even then I haven't been doing enough. It's okay to take a break. It's still gonna work out the way that it's meant to. It's okay to do self-care, and it's okay to just feel good about yourself. It's okay to do rituals and just cleansing, and instead of doing the work that you think needs done right now. I feel like we've all worked through some wounds where we've felt forced to do things on other people's timelines, but we're fully stepping into our own now. And that is a beautiful thing. 1243, like it is a beautiful thing to fully step into your own path. which means releasing, even on a subconscious level, the things that no longer serve us, even if we don't realize they're still there. And unfortunately, that means that we have to let the things that are bothering us catch up to us so that we can go, oh, that's there, that needs to go. 1303. It's not been easy, but you're doing it. 1313, you are doing it. You are crushing it. You are surpassing this preparation as you should. 1324, and it's only continuing to get better from here, but you have to believe in yourself. You have to love yourself. 1331, you have to know that it's okay to give yourself space to do these things. You have to know that every time you're faced with pain, a gift will be received. 1342, like a gift will be received. Like you have taken the steps. It's time to move on. It's time to elevate and move to this higher timeline. No matter how scary it feels, no matter how jittery it may be to live in an unknown world, like you've already chosen that that's better for you. You've already chosen to not fully base your life simply on your own understanding because you know that there is a higher power that you believe in that is divinely orchestrating your life and protecting you. And it's okay to allow that divine being to do what they're asking in 1432 they're trying to do for you. You need to loosen the reins a little bit and surrender a little bit and relax a little bit and just let what's going to happen while you take care of you. I don't think you realize just how much is about the things are starting to pick up and will be continuing to pick up over the next several months. And the thing is if you don't give yourself this rest now, you're going to be burnt out before you even start. Give yourself this space. You're going to wish you got it back. I'm telling you. I don't know who this is relevant for, 1515. But in that moment, I was saying, you're going to miss this. You're going to want this back. You're going to wish these days hadn't gone by so fast. These are some good times. So take a good look around. You may not know it now, but you're gonna miss this. I haven't heard that song in years. I don't even know where that came from. That's for somebody. Wow. Yeah. Yeah, it's crazy to think too because you're like, you've been wanting out of this space for so long. Like, you've been wanting out of this current space you're in. Physically, mentally, emotionally, spiritually, financially. You've been wanting out of this space for so long. 1616. But you don't realize just how much you're going to miss this space one day. And that's not to discount or discredit what's coming to you. You're going to love every bit of what's coming into your life. 1626. But the thing is you don't realize just how different this is going to be in comparison to the next chapter. And you're just going to be like, what? like like just clueless of like, wow, okay, so I kind of miss when things are a little quiet sometimes, or maybe things are a little slower, I had a little more time to rest. But I'm grateful for the life that I've built and the empire that I'm living in, that I've built from the ground up. Like, for some of you this may be content creation in some form. For some of you this is a business, whether it's a physical shop or a online business. For some of you, I'm seeing a dream. A lot of you, this has been a dream that you've had for as long as you can remember. And when things were hard, it was always the thing that kept you pushing, that belief that it's going to happen no matter what. And over time, like, you started to wear down and feel like subconsciously people were making you feel like you could never achieve this dream. Maybe some of you even lost hope or sight of this dream for a really long time. But like, the inner version of you, this childlike version of you that they say, like, when you're close to innocence, you're close to the divine. Like, this childlike, innocent version of you has constantly been watering this seed to continue to grow, even though you may not have fully believed in yourself. And it's finally coming to fruition. 1808, this is finally coming in. Wow. Wow, that's... So many of you are going to process this in such a way that you're just going to be so overwhelmed with joy and peace and happiness and relief that you're just going to cry. Like, whenever this comes in for you, you are going to cry. And it's going to be the most beautiful, happy moment you've ever had. I feel like that's why we needed to cleanse out all of this negative, stagnant, holding us back ass energy. Like, there was so much that was just keeping us in a position to not be able to receive what's coming. And it's not for us to continue to try to peek behind the veil and see. Like, we are going to receive this 1909, regardless of whether or not, like, we can see that it's coming. This is meant to be a surprise. This is meant to be an eye awakener that things do work out. That you aren't living that past life that you've been living in most of your life. Like, you're not there anymore. It's gone. It's done. You're moving forward. Wow. Just take right now as a moment to breathe and relax as you step into what you're meant to. I love you guys. This became a really long message that I was not expecting to do 2002. But I'm just so grateful to have this platform, and I'm grateful that I'm coming back to this. And I think this is going to be one of the first messages that I post. I have a whole spiel of messages. I think I got like 30 to 35 videos that I've already created that I plan on posting. But I'm going to be getting back to it. And 2030, I love you guys so much. I'm so grateful for this opportunity. And I'm so grateful that we can all connect in a way that 2040, that we are all together, like we are one. You guys got this. It's all working out. And yeah, keep pushing or just keep relaxing. Do what it is that you've been resisting. I feel like the resistance, the thing that you've been resisting, is the thing that's going to hold the key to unlocking this next step into your new reality. So if you've been resisting sleep, get some more sleep. 2121. If you've been resisting enjoying being a couch potato, curled up with your blanket and your pillows up on the couch, stop resisting it. 2131. If you've been hello. If you've been resisting allowing yourself to enjoy your own spare free time, stop resisting and just do something nice for you, my friend. 2151. Stop resisting. We've talked about it before, but resistance is only holding you back from what's meant for you. The more you resist, the more of a buffer you have between you and what's coming to you, because you can't stop what's coming to you. You can't keep it from coming. Like, it's going to happen regardless. But I feel like right now, 2222, you're giving yourself this unnecessary buffer period simply because you don't want to let in 2233 into what you deserve. You're going to miss this. So take the opportunity now. Take the enjoyment now. Have the fun now. Hello. Ugh. That was not fun. I didn't like that. Anyways. One thing I know for sure is if you don't allow yourself to rest and relax and to do what it is that your body has been calling you to do, your body's going to force you into it. 23. Your body's going to force you into it. Like, right before Christmas, I got COVID. 2332. I got COVID right before Christmas. Right after Christmas, I started menstruating. Now, I know that sounds like it's an unimportant detail, but I menstruated for 3 weeks. 2, 3, 4, 5. 3 weeks. And also the entire time of that, I was also depressed. So for like months, about a month, I was really just out of it and not really me, like not really in my own body. And even then, I was still trying to fight myself to not rest, to not relax, to not do what it is that my body's telling me I need to do. And it's so funny how that works out, 24, because guess what? I didn't want to rest and relax when I had COVID. Depression starts hitting. Still don't want to allow myself to rest and relax? All right, menstruate for 3 weeks. Still don't want to do that? 2442. Watch you have to, just to get your mental back. I'm just saying that's been my experience, and it's so much easier just allowing to be what's meant to be. All right, I'm not going to keep going because I could keep going forever. I love you guys. I'm grateful to be here, and yeah, I can't wait to keep building this empire, this community, this soul tribe, all of 2026. Thank you. I love you guys. Be safe, and you guys rock. 25 as we end it.